Good morning to you all. We're starting the second phase of our interior design, which I told you guys we are going to talk briefly on again. Then we'll start the process of our animation as well, and we'll continue the animation by next week. So I hope you all are ready for the class. I hope you all are set. And that reminds me, I asked you guys to send me the interior you've done based on what you've learned so far. So I want to see what you can come out with. I want to see the areas you are lacking, so I'll be able to treat them. So today we are going to touch little of what we can do on the interior, just the progress from what we've done yesterday. Then we'll touch briefly on animation. Then we'll go to Photoshop and I'll teach you guys how to add human being to your scene. So let's get started. So this is a space. This is a space already that I've added materials into. I guess I've been emphasizing on these materials of a thing, so I hope you guys are getting there. You can see how I applied my materials, the kind of style I used to this wall is in harmony with what I have here. The white is breaking the construct out. We're having this shower, shower room. We're having this washing hand basin. Having this washing hand basin. We're having the mirror, and we're having this is a cabinet. I also keep one of the two things here. All these I molded all this, so don't think this is a component. I molded what you are seeing. This shower stuff I modeled it, though there are components for it, but most components won't be able to work for my design, so I decided to model it. This I modeled it, so you have to be good in modeling aspect as well. So I don't know, maybe some of you guys are still having problem with model. You can come from me for maybe another tutorial on that, or one or two things if they are not much that you don't know how to do. I can just give you an explanation to it. Most of you that have subscribed to my YouTube channel, I have some tutorial on Revit on my YouTube channel, which is actually public. So this is a toilet I've actually, added light. This is a street room, a rope light or a strip light, anyhow you want to call it. This is a ceiling design, which I did. All this I did it from Revit. But these light features is a light features that I downloaded and I just insert them in at intervals where I want them. So this is a wallpaper, sorry, a frame with a picture, artwork. So I modeled this frame. So I added this picture here. And I guess I showed you guys how to do that. But let me touch it again for you guys that haven't maybe get there or understand it. So it's me modeling this, this stuff on Revit. I modeled this frame with this part on Revit. And when I come here, then I added the material. By clicking material, click on the selected part. Then can you see? So I came here where I have my picture being downloaded. Can I remember where I did download my picture? Sorry, I don't have them here. Let me check one of my projects so I'll be able to, able to search where I download this stuff. That's if I haven't I've deleted those stuff of recent. But that was how to go about it actually. So you just select a folder where you have your picture being saved. You understand? Where you have your picture being saved. I can decide to choose any type of picture that I actually want. Any type of picture that I actually want. You have to change this to JPEG, the format at which your picture is being saved. So let me say I just want to change it to what I have here. You will see. To change, can you see? Can you see? So I can just change the scaling. to fit in, then come back here, come back here. Can you see? So I've changed the stuff, but I don't need that. I'm just trying to tell you how you can go about that. So this is a normal map. This is a color map. So this you do that for the color. So for the normal map, maybe I want to have a tile effect on it. So I can just decide to go for a tile effect for my normal map. This is a normal map. So you see the that pattern, and there's not really, can you see? Can you see that effect? Can you see? So that's for the normal. So normal is meaning for the pattern you want. So I can have this kind of tiles. Maybe I'm now working for a company that wants this color of tiles but different pattern. It's just for me to change the normal map to the pattern I want. So you can go to Google, download the pattern you want, you add to it, then you still maintain the color and the properties of these tiles. So that's how to go about that. So I won't be selecting save for this. I will just cancel just because I still want to retain my picture that I have there before. I just want to take you guys how to do it. So tiles, you have all these tiles on Lumion. I added just these materials to it and increase the glossiness. Can you see? So I will have bounce of light. This water drain is a component I have from Revit. So I only applied materials here. This is a component I have on Revit. So this I download this from 3dwarehousesketchup.com. That's where I downloaded this. That's why I downloaded this. But I model this. This you have it on Lumion. So that was just basically that. So the rendering, this I downloaded this. I cannot remember. I guess from 3D Warehouse as well. I downloaded that. So all these components, as I've said, if you really need them, like every full package of it that you have, you need to pay your 50,000 and you get it across to you, maybe through your email or through a link whereby you download this from and all that. So that's that by the way. And for those people that have started paying for my presentation course, which is just cost 5,000 naira, so that course will help you to understand what presentation is in general, and there's a link there whereby I have where I do my overlay animation, whereby when I'm doing animation, there's a presenter that will be talking. So this is how it works. I will just type in everything I want the presenter to say. So when I type in it, so the presenter will just say it automatically. Like it will just convert to an audio format whereby I can select the person that gonna be talking. Maybe it will be a male, maybe it's gonna be a female. So it's very very straightforward using that, but it's not a public stuff. It's something part of my research. So you have to pay for that if you really want it, and it has really be something that is booming in the market already. But it's just few architects that can do that or know how to go about that. You understand? So for you people that have started paying that I've sent to you, I know you guys are really enjoying the effect on your various video you have been doing and your animations. Even outside animation, you can use it. Just like you having a presentation, you have someone talking behind, like looks like American accent, British accent. Even though it's French, you want, and also select it. So it's just for you to just type all what you want on that stuff. The stuff is always connected to internet. So when you type it, okay, this is like for instance, you're having this interior, and this is an elegant interior with this so kind of tiles. The framework is so is based on this conceptual design. The lighting is basically for this and that. Just type all that, and it's been converted to a form of audio in a good accent, whereby you can overlay it on your videos, any kind of video, maybe for marketing, for animations. That's help you sell more to your clients. You understand? I'm just giving you the tips of what the presentation course is all about. So let's now move to the rendering for this. Though you can copy, I don't know, maybe most of you know how to copy presets. Like the preset we set for for this room yesterday, you can copy the preset into this, you know, toilet. So let's pick a camera for this toilet. Okay, we need to set our camera to the point we want. Now this is a tiny toilet actually, so you have to be very careful that you have a perfect camera that is not stretched. You understand? Because you don't have to allow your view to be stretched. That's some of the things you really need to be conscious of. You understand? Because if your camera is stretched to give imbalance in your design, you understand? If you stretch to give imbalance in your design like that. So there's some camera I've picked before now. So let's pick this kind of camera view, the mirror, shower room, a toilet cabinet. You understand? So you can pick this, come back here. Let's pick another one. You can do another settings for this. I can also copy presets. So I'll try both parts. But this toilet is very, very tiny. Toilet is very, very tiny. So you can pick this. Though you're having this space a bit stretched, but you can do away with it. So for this, let's assume you want to copy the preset you set yesterday. Edit, then you come to copy. Then paste it. You have to have your 2 point perspective because you are viewing a kind of stretched overview. So to retain that. So if you render this to be okay, having the effects we have there. So you have to add your reflections because this mirror need to reflect. So you click on that, click on this, click on that to add the plane, and this is already reflecting. Come back. Can you see that effect? So for this, let us set different stuff for this. So you can go for realistic if you want. Or most times I always use my realistic for exterior, but it's always fine for interior if you know how to go about it. So let's assume we want to have our real sky what we want to have our real sky what we won't be having sun coming to this toilet. Why? Because we do have a window in this toilet. So off it. Your sharpen, remember 1.0 or a bit, maybe 1.1. Exposure a bit. Color, just because this tone is too, we have a yellowish tone, so you can make it a bit cooler. Can you see? Can you see what is happening there? Vibrance a bit, brightness a bit, construct a bit, saturation, you don't need that. Grammar, you can reduce it for a bit of darkness effect. This is good for our scene, and this will lighten it up, or you don't need that kind of light. So you just need minimal. Come back to your reflection, edit by this place, press edit, click, come here. So this side also, because we are going to, it need to reflect what they are saying. Okay, put it in high. If you see in low, that effect won't be showing. High, come back there, increase your level of skylight maybe to 100% or below 100 a bit. Your skylight, that's your upper light, this is your skylight. So on this give better effects from the sky. Ultra shadows, let's tell you need shadows in your scene. Scolarization also needed. your brightness. If you brighten up this, wherever you have your shadow will be disappearing a bit. So 0.3 at most is okay. So you are doing for interior, so you have to stay by that. On the shadow, where you need to show your edges need to show. Or if you increase it too much, you can cut black edges. So 3.0, I said 3.0, 1.3 or 1.5 at most. So I'm going for 1.3 here. So color correction, I increase that to like 0.3. And ultra, depth of field, I don't need that. So let's now test what we have here. Let's render this. Test the one that we just set. Print. So I hope you guys are getting along. Can you see? Can you see the effect? So this was the preset we set yesterday that I copied into this sim. So now check the one I just did just right now in your front. So this is just a nice thing already. Giving this to any of your clients, they really appreciate it, and they will know the money they are paying really worth the value you are giving to them. So that's that. So let's now check the one I just set now and see if we still need adjustment. So I see that one is also okay. So that's just how to set the rendering. So you're able to get nice interiors for your clients, for yourself, for your portfolio, for your productions. So can you see that interiors are not that hard as you might think it is? It's just for you to get the right materials combination to use, the right component to use, the right lighting to use. That's all you need. After that, you are good. Though this might look very fast in your face that how did I really achieve this like very very fast? It is a constant practice. You understand? So after watching this tutorial, follow the process. Simple materials that are in harmony with each other. Set great lighting. Don't be overexposed in your lighting. Look at the color correction. Model your scene to detail. Get good components. That's just it. So assuming we now take this to Photoshop. So in Photoshop, we add a bit of smart sharpen that I'll take you guys through. So it makes the work like the quality should be better. than the output you have on Lumion. Alright. So that's a trick which I've actually explained in the previous, class. So I'm taking my system maybe 2 minutes to render this. So your system might take maybe longer minutes, but mine will take this 2 minutes 10 seconds. So I'm fine. So I will need to walk you guys through. So you can still send me your interiors that you've done so I will know where you're lacking and tell you what you need to do for your progress. That's for your own progress. It is not compulsory, but it's necessary. So the next thing to do is for us to now go to our animation. So the dialogue you are seeing here is called movie. So what I'm going to be teaching in animation is how to move your cars, how to move your human being. Then you have to do more practice. So next week we are going to talk better on animation. You understand? But I will take you guys through the basic thing you need to know first about animation. Then by next week, I will really show you guys how to move those cars, how to go about the animations in general. So I hope you guys are with me. So first thing in the presentation I told you guys about that some of you are already purchasing already. You will have seen a bit of explanation in the presentation course actually. So what is animation actually? Animation is just the movement of something in motion, you know, movement of any substance in motion. That means if you have a cup lying down flat and they ask you to animate that cup, you can't animate a cup that is stagnant. The stuff needs to move. There must be movement. There must be gesture for it to animate. An animator is widely used in the digital realm, in the general world. It is used in architecture as well. So animation is a form of presentation, a virtual presentation that presents your work to your client. That makes your client okay, loves your work. That makes them know how your work will be in real life. We have different dimensions of these animations in the virtual world. We have 360 panorama, we have virtual reality, we have our normal animations, which is what we are going to be talking about. We have superimposed animations. We have various type of animation. In architecture, the architecture has really moved very fast from where it was before. Animation has really moved very fast. Now you are seeing virtual reality whereby you can plug in Oculus glass, like Oculus glass. I don't know if some of you have seen it. Oculus glass, you just have it on your eye, close to your ear. You understand? So you can see your building that is going to be built through those lenses. You understand? That's virtual reality. You can achieve that. That's an advanced form. Those of you who really want to know that, that's another course on its own. But I'll just give you a tips of it. So 360 panorama, you can do that on Lumion, though it's not part of the course. Now I'm going to take it on. I'm just going to give you a hint of 360 panorama. So when you take a 360 panorama shot on Lumion, there's an app you just put those picture on and be able to view your scene in a 360 form whereby you can just move anywhere you want, just standing in one place, look at your ceiling, look at the space you are and all that, just pan it through. It's always more interactive than you having a still image giving your clients. And these are things that that really trigger clients to want to give you work. If most of you check my Instagram, you see some 360 panorama I did, which most of you are amazed about. How do I use Lumion to do? It's not part of the course. I'm just giving an explanation on how it's being done. So if you really want to know more, you can just come to me, then we'll talk about it. Then your payment about that, we'll talk about it. It's not something that is very hard. You just take a little knowledge, techniques. That's why you guys need to really buy the presentation course. If because that will actually give you a stepping stone to how to understand the 360 panorama. It is very, very simple. So I've talked about animation, 360 panorama, virtual reality. So let's now go to the animation. I told you guys we are not going to do much for today. The little bit we've touched on the interior today, I want you guys, and the one we've done yesterday, I want you guys to bring out. Now I've been seeing some of you have been sending some into my email, into my WhatsApp. So I've been correcting some, but I'm still hoping to see more. You understand? I want to see how far you guys have gone with your interior, because I know most of you are always scared of interior. I always scared of it. Just do what you can do. Use the components you have. Model the components if you don't have them. And if it's needed to be modeled, model them precisely. It can just be a small room. You don't need to be elegant. I just want to see your composition of light and all that. So that's how about that. So let's go to movie. If you want to do your animation, let's go to movie. So I've done some animation of this work, which most of you have also seen in some of my, maybe my YouTube or Instagram. So note this is how I went. So I click on movie, click on the set, this, then record. Then we have this timeline box. So there's a way you have to pick cameras. Cameras in animation, so people always pick it and it will just be straight, looking funny and all that. So see the way I'm picking my camera. Most like we have the vertical, we have the horizontal, we have the diagonal. You understand? And we have like a curve like movement. So just note that. So let us go for horizontal, the horizontal movement. You first set your camera to balance. So you can now go for the horizontal movement. Then you click on add camera keyframe. So I click on my D to move to the right. Set it to what, or increase the vocal length if you want, what kind of effect you want. So you can play to see. You can play to see the effect. So see how I'm going. See how I'm going. Can you see? So if you want to increase the timing at which, because this is around 8 seconds, if you check my timer, so you can increase the length, or you can decrease the length of the. If you decrease the length, the shot will be played very fast. If you increase the length, it will play slowly. So I want to increase the length, so you see that. I see the movement is extremely slow. So let me decrease it to like 5 seconds, because normally it's 8 seconds that I did. And you see the movement is kind of fast. You understand? The movement is kind of fast. So I hope you've seen that. That's for the horizontal. That's for the horizontal. So I will now go for vertical movement. So you just click on your mark tools. Come back and note, always do your animation in clips. Make them in clips. You use clip 1, go to clip 2 and make another one. So it's always better you render in clip. But if you do everything in one, all your animation is just one clip, it won't look professional. And number 2, to slow down your render time. That's a trick. So when you do your animation shots in clips, when you take this clip 8 seconds, you are good with this thing. You want to take another shot, go back here, come. So now you want to do for the vertical scene. Let's assume our vertical scene started from up and we took our shot, bam, we go down. I use E going down. So So this is also 8 seconds. I can decide to reduce my timing to 5 or 4 seconds. I reduce this to 4 seconds and say so this is a vertical movement. This is a vertical movement. So that's that. Can you see? I have this shot. So if I'm playing my animation, this will go, this will follow. The is next week we're gonna talk on the effect and the likes. So this will go, this will go. So I hope you guys are getting this will go. So now we want to go for the like more of diagonal effect. It's not really diagonal but a curved part. So you can take the shot. We want to concentrate our shot on this area. Palm. Then I do my focal length close to it. Palm. Then I move sideways a bit. My focal length. Palm. As if I'm going in a circular way. Palm. So let's test this around 70 seconds. I can decide to reduce the time. So the more I also reduce the timing, the more hours or minutes the render time. Maybe if I'm having 17 seconds, clip, maybe it will take like 3 hours to render. If I reduce this timing, then I'm still going to have the same shot, but the timing at which it will be very fast, and I reduce like 8 seconds. The rendering time also will be reduced. So that's little trick you need to know also. So let's play this. So move like that, move like that. A gradual movement. Now these are how to take animation shots. So these are, don't be surprised, it's not a magic. I move that way a bit, then come here, move this way a bit. The client is already enjoying. So that, and you always have to have a sense of cinematic effect on your animations as well. It's always good. Can you see? So that's a cinematic effect. This effect I'm saying is a kind of cinematic kind of camera view. So that's that. So by next week we'll talk on the effect, we'll talk on how to animate human being, we'll talk on how to animate cars. We won't take that today because that will be fully on our animation. These are just short for today. So just short. So I hope you guys really enjoyed, the progress so far. I just want you guys to really put your mind into this and everything that I've been saying. This is not a magic. You have to have a sense of visualization, a sense of understanding how I'm doing it. You have to do it. If you don't do it, you won't get it. Or you think I already understand this and you don't practice. You just say anytime you now want to do it, you find it difficult. So that's why. But I've seen some of you have been improving a lot. You guys have been bombarding me with your works and all that. So I'm very sorry I won't be replying all at times. I'm always busy on one thing or the other. And thanks for everybody that is always supporting, always showing up, always doing things I don't expect, trying to appreciate what I'm doing and all that. I really thank you guys for that. So I guess we've touched what we are saying about the animations and the rendering, how to set for interior again. I also touched it today, and how to add pictures. Where I added this picture, I told you I did it. I modeled this frame, then added this picture there. I told you guys how I did that. So let's go back to our build. So I guess that's that for today. So I still need you guys to send me your interiors that you've done. I know you guys do have all these components I'm having, but what you have, I also started with what Lumion has, and I was pretty doing good. It's because I was doing good with that, that's why I was doing better with this. So it started from there. And don't forget, you guys that really want all the full package, as I've said, I've sent it to most of you that have paid your 50,000 naira. I'll say, but for the student package, you might not really have access to all this. You understand? But if you think you really need them, you can buy the presentation course and pay up your stuff. So we'll continue next week. So I hope you've really made progress on this interior and all this stuff so far. So cheers to you guys. Have a blessed week ahead. I love you guys. Bye. So I want to explain how you guys can also, get in Photoshop, stuff into your rendering. Let me open my Photoshop. Let me open my Photoshop. So you want to add maybe human being into your scene or any stuff. So you have to go and download, pin engine from Google or from any site. Maybe you without pay or you get it free if you can. So all those stuff you can actually download them either by paying, because all the stuff you are seeing, some of them I paid for, some of them I downloaded for free using my MB and the likes. So these are some materials that I've done on exterior. So all what you are seeing are Photoshop, you will see my Photoshop stuffs. So some of them I had to, download them and edit those pictures myself and all that you get. So I'll teach you guys how to just take, it's very, very simple. How to take maybe an human being into your Photoshop, scene, your stuff. I have this bed. So let me start from this bed. I downloaded this bed from Google. It is free. So you can download that. So let me look for okay. Let me look for this scene. This scene I want to drag. So you can either drag in or you go and open it from here. So let's open from file. You go to where you have like your Photoshop stuff. I have it on my photo. I guess mine is Photoshop. Is it my Google Drive? I'm sorry. I have a lot on my so Photoshop bed. So let me drag in this bed. Okay, sorry, I want to open it. So it's open on LP. Can you see the background? So is a when you see this background, you know that this picture can be used, this bed can be used in image without having a background, because this means no background. So this means no background. If you're having white, that means there's a background, so you need to edit that. So always try as much as possible to download things that has no background, so you'll be able to use the picture and without editing, stuff like that. So now when I opened it, bring it out. Meanwhile, you can also drag. Just because of the Photoshop I'm using, don't allow me to drag in. You can just drag in this picture into your scene, to your where you want to use it. But just because my own Photoshop don't allow that, so I have to go to file, then click on open and open the file where it is, where I have it downloaded. So this, then I will now click on this select that look like an cursor this thing. So then I click on Alt, then I drag that picture to where I need it. Drag it, can you see? So I have this there. So you can now press Ctrl T to size the object or to scale it rather. So I have it there. Just as simple as that. So just as simple as that. So you can decide that okay, this thing looks dominant. You want to faint it, then you come here. Make sure you're on the layer of the picture of that bed. So you can reduce the opacity. So like that, like that. So I guess you guys understand. So you can just save if you want. So let's try another picture to open. Then this time we'll try maybe human being. And you should know how you scale them so that they won't look bigger than your building at times. You understand? Then open this. I have it saved here. Then Photoshop. So this was the bed I used the other time. My Photoshop stuffs. I decided to use this. Let me check one. Let me check one. I don't know the one that don't have background. I will check. I'm looking for something that is nice. That will be nice for the scene because you have to pick something that is nice for your scene as well, and I will go well with your scene. Let me just choose this man. Oh, this man has a background. Can you see? So if I use the one that has a background, you drag, then you put in. Oh, sorry, my disk is full. Could not complete this movement because my disk is full. So just that's how you drag things in and through this file and all that. Just because my disk is full, I'm running so many stuff on my system, but you are successful dragging this in this bed. So because this man is background, I have to start editing the background again. You understand? So most likely, I won't advise you bringing, human being with a background or any image with a background. They download one without the background. Most of them mostly come in PNG. Okay, so that was just how to do it. So I have to delete this or close the yeah. So you can just save this one we've done. Save as JPEG or any format you want to use. So let's say I want to save okay JPEG. Let me name it as tutorial Photoshop. Oh, my disk is already full. I see my disk is full. I need to really delete some stuff, especially from my stuff here. So these are the rendering I've done. No, the rendering I've done earlier on. So I enhanced them using Photoshop. That smart sharpen I've showed you guys earlier on. So try to save now. So let's try to save and see if it will save. Change to JPEG the format you want. Then write tut PS. That was tutorial Photoshop. I just shortened it this time around. Okay, and so stop with saving this time around. So because I've already opened so many stuff that is making my disk full. So let me go and search for where I save it. This is it. So I can decide to collect it on my phone and all that. So that was that. So I'll see you next week. I just remember this. I never touched this in the tutorial before saying goodbye. That's why I come back to this. So goodbye to meet next week. Then we start on animation. So make sure you guys keep sending your interiors and let me criticize them and see way forward. Thank you guys. God bless you.